Guys, so we got something slightly different for the channel tonight. Me and Bee Cee kicked around the idea of doing a versus concept where he picks a movie, I pick a movie, double feature, we watch them, we review them, and then I got the idea to have Dale be kind of the equalizer, you know what I'm saying? So for Bee Cee's pick, what'd you bring?
I brought The Lighthouse, directed by Robert Eggers. He directed The Witch, and it's starring Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I love The Witch. How about you, Dale?
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the guy definitely has a sense of mood and atmosphere to his film, so I am stoked to check out The Lighthouse. So I thought, what would complement The Lighthouse better than a gloomy movie about a zombie girl? And this one's called Deadgirl. This is kind of an indie affair, a little bit low budget. But I saw it back in the day and thought it was, you know, significant in its story and its overall presentation to the characters. So hopefully it complements Bee Cee's pick nicely tonight. And we're gonna kick things off with The Lighthouse because I'm stoked to check that out. Check out the trailer, we'll be right back, guys.
What? 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 What?
Daddy! Let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow! Hark!
All right, have it your way.
Well, wow, what a hell of a movie. The Lighthouse is an exquisite film. I mean, I'm just kind of taken aback from it. The cinematography in this movie is extremely detailed for being black and white. Immediately, I was reminded of a late 70s movie called Stalker, which has a lot of stark, you know, blatant black and white imagery, and I feel like the beginning of this film is very alien and avant-garde in, you know, that fashion.
So my first impression, I saw this with my good friend Etoile. We saw it at the movie theater, and I think like an underrated aspect of this film is like the sound design, like hearing the waves crashing all the time, this big foghorn just blaring, and it like that helps set the mood. It's rewarding. Like you feel good after watching it. You feel like you watched something that was inspired, that was meaningful, that had a lot of integrity put behind it. And I was the same way as you. I mean, I was taken aback, and I would say even now, like, it has rewatch value, in my opinion.
I can see watching this again.
It was in my top 5 of last year, with the only one really topping it out was Parasite. This was right up there with Parasite. This is probably my number 2 film of 2019.
Wow.
So.
Wow, okay, well, Dale, how about you, man? What's your first impressions with The Lighthouse?
The overall set, everything, I love everything about this. I love nautical horror, and this is definitely a great depiction of that. This is an excellent display of alcoholism and madness. Like, it's very hard to capture madness well in a film, and this one really, really nails it. And yeah, there's so many different portions of the film. You don't know if it's really reality, if you don't know if it's them going through some dreamscape or something else, or just being crazy to each other. Like, yeah, I love this film.
Like, this is such a strong film. I'm tempted. Okay, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 or a 9.
Nice.
You know, if there is any negative to say about this movie, and it's not really a negative to me, it's that it's not infinitely palatable. It's a little bit long.
I like everything about this. I think the sound design is great. I think the score is great.
Yes. Yes.
The special effects were used sparingly, but were good.
Yeah.
Acting was amazing. I think that film students should study this in the
Yes.
future
I agree.
because the cinematography and directing was amazing. Honestly, yeah, like the only thing I could say, and it's not a negative to any of us, is that like if you haven't watched an art film before, this might not be the easiest one to start off with.
That's true.
It's long and it's a lot up for your own interpretation. With all that being said, I'm going high. I'm going 9.5.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah, I'm right up there with you guys. I'm gonna have to give this movie a solid 9.
So I guess we're gonna move on to my pick, Deadgirl. Without further ado, guys, let's get right to it. Check out the trailer. We'll be right back, motherfuckers.
Blah.
Close your eyes, can you make our sky? Is there a sky?
What are you staring
Rick, you gotta get over that, man. You lost Joanne to puberty, you ain't getting her back.
Look, man, what are we gonna do?
Let's go to the nut house. What do you say?
Are there any security guards there or something?
There's no security guards, man. The place is dead. You can see a door down here. Push harder.
JT, what the hell, man? What's going on?
You can believe this, Rick.
We gotta get out of here, JT. Hold on a second. We could keep her. Is there something that you gotta see? What did you do to her, JT? What the f did you do to her? Look at her. This isn't real. She's staying here with us.
Hey, baby, you miss me?
Hey, Ricky, everything all right?
Just asking for trouble, JT. We're all gonna get arrested or worse.
Down here, we're in control. We call the shots. Joanne Skinner? She'll never choose you, man.
Thinks I can't see him when he's staring over Joanne!
Whatever you hear after tonight, I want you to know that I tried to stop you. Do you understand me? I'm gonna get you out of here, okay?
Joanne Skinner, man, what were you thinking? This is the best we're ever gonna have!
I am doing this for your benefit, Rick. She's all yours.
It's not very subtle in its overall narrative. Right away, the movie opens up with these two miscreants kind of vandalizing a building, and they stumble upon what appears to be a zombie. And the rest of the movie is basically just their sleazy, misguided, misadventures raping this corpse over and over and over again.
Yep.
And that premise is very off-putting from the get-go. I mean, if you read it online, if you understand what this movie's about from the get-go, it doesn't really change up from that. So you're hanging out with these guys, and in that respect, it's a character study, on teenagers. It's a character study on what it means to be, a part of a clique, a maybe high school hierarchy, as it is. But at the same time, me and Bee Cee were trying to mull over if there is a deeper meaning, to this film, and upon first inspection, yeah, I'd say there is, basically, there is scum in the world, and sometimes it's your best friend, sometimes it's the neighbor down the street, you never know when you're gonna meet pure, unbridled evil. But at the same time, this movie also wears its exploitative badges on its sleeve. It's bloody, it's comical, it's low budget.
This was a fun watch. That's the best way I could put it. And I know, given the subject matter, that it shouldn't sound like it was a fun watch. I mean, there were some parts that were not fun to watch,
Yeah.
but like you said about the amateur acting, it wasn't like so bad that it was offensive, and then there were parts that were like genuinely funny, and so that made it enjoyable to watch.
Sure.
And then the premise itself was, I think, pretty unique. I mean, I haven't seen something that was this to a T, you know. Right. So with the comical acting and the unique premise, like, it made for an enjoyable watch, especially with you guys.
Yeah.
And I liked the practical effects. You could tell the filmmaking wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah,
like
cool.
this, like if you like indie movies, this is a good movie to watch.
I think this is really a movie that discusses what one's personal limits are to what they will and what they find acceptable and unacceptable. Because with the main character, pretty much, you know, he and his buddy find the girl. His one buddy starts wailing on her immediately and gets like a bunch of other people to like come in and start fucking her. And the guy's like, I'm not okay with this, guys. This is fucked up. We gotta do something about this. And then yeah, it's just the way the movie unfolds. It's like it just kind of discusses what each person's different level of. This is fucked up. No, this is alright. I'm alright with this. So yeah.
I gotta give this. I'm sitting at a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10 by UBC.
I was sitting at a 6.5, so right in the same ballpark as you.
Nice.
I thought this was funny. I thought it was disturbing,
Very disturbing.
and I guess that's everything that you kind of look for in an exploitation independent film sometimes. And it's good to watch with friends. So
Cut loose.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good time.
Dale, star count, man.
Yeah, I'm right there in the same ballpark with you guys. I'll give it a 6.5 easily.
Oh shit, 666! God damn! Channeling the number of the beast with Deadgirl. So, with that being said, this is a versus. Dale, you are the equalizer. Lighthouse or Deadgirl?
That's not even a discussion.
What would you... Let's put it this way.
Zombie rape versus madness.
Yeah.
There's no... Yeah, that's not...
It doesn't only... Oh no!
They go in two completely different directions.
So I guess the takeaway with that is, you know, apples to oranges. You know, you might want high art, you might want lowbrow art. Either way, these films are artful in their own ways. I hope we've been informative, guys. Until the next time, tune in to Neon Trash.